All right, folks, welcome to the game between the PAC Energy Crane Saints on Southside Athletic Club. Cameron Holmes. Looking at the standings here today, definitely a game that matters. We're going to have the currently Metro Division matchup. Southside Athletic Club now 23 games in, 30 points, sitting in third place. PAC Energy Grain Saints 23 points. 23 games, 29 points, sitting in fifth. Tight log jam between second to fifth place. PAC Saints are going to have number 31, Joe Shirley, starting in net. Last game, short-handed on the back end for the PAC Energy Crane Saints, able to pull out a win versus the Southside Athletic Club, 5-4 on January 11th, and back November 22nd here at, I believe, the Callingwood Arenas as well, ending in a 2-2 tie. So two very close teams, both high scoring, both fast skating. Should be a great game this evening. Looking forward to it. Right. So your starting lineup looks to be number 7, Struick, with 27, Wilkes, 22, Richter, 4, McLeod, and 28, Fogman. Teams will line up at center ice here at the Callingwood YMCA Center for the First Athletic Club PAC Energy Crane Saints out here this evening. Off that center ice side, controls, dumps it into PAC zone, looks in there back to retrieve it. I'm sorry, that's 26, Hogman at 28 there. Puck in south side territory, trying to break out. Richter intercepts that, he puts it back in temporarily. South side's going to bring it out through that neutral zone into PAC territory. Behind the net, Struick's going to go for a skate reverses back around the other way to Wilkes. Wilkes can't quite get it out, but Struick's going to bring out the other side. Richter ships up the boards. Alexis can't quite get to it. It's back down into Saints territory. It's going to be icing, and Freestock's going to be all the way down into south side zone. For the left-hand side of the south side goaltender, puck goes all the way down the ice, icing waved off Beaudry. It retrieves that behind the net, loses it to the south side defender, but Cruz is there with Alexis to bring it down in through the neutral zone into south side territory. Goalie loses a skate edge. McNaughton puts it in behind the net, not able to do anything with that play. Alexis battling there with Cruz in the corner. Southside tries to pull around over to the other side. McNaughton's there to forecheck, and Cruz puts it down into the corner. Southside's going to bring it up down the left wall, looking for a center pass. They're going to get it, and Stolicki intercepts that to the blue line, turns it over. Southside's going to try and make something come of that. Good rebound by the Saints players, and Alexis is going to dump it in with Kennedy forechecking in the Saint zone, or pardon me, the south side zone. At center ice, Kennedy's got it again. He's going to dump it in deep into south side territory. Kennedy good on the forecheck. He retrieves that puck, cycles down in the corner. Saints unable to get that puck, and south side tries to put it up. A great stick by Kennedy. Saints are going to dump it back into south side zone. Great forecheck, hard play. Couple of shots on the rebound. Good job by the goalie to keep that puck out of the net. Another shot by Wilkes, and Kennedy picks up that rebound, backhands it in the net. Good pressure by this line. That's going to make it a 1-0 game for your PAC Saints. Looks like that's going to be Kennedy, Owen Kennedy, that one from my shack in Wilkes. We'll get that stat line for you once it's online. Good start for the Saints so far in the period. A couple minutes in, 1-0 Saints. Saints deep in south side territory. They're forechecking again. South side does get it over the blue line. Going to be regrouped at center ice. Beaudry's pass almost intercepted. Good play by Struick to put that puck in on the boards. But south side is going to go a second time looking for options. Good defensive play by McNaughton there to help out. He almost turns it over again. Chooses wisely to go the other way, and Struick is going to skate it up. Bank pass off the boards to Alexis. He tries to put it in, but that's going to go off a glove in the net, or pardon me, in the bench of Southside. They're just going to call that Kennedy from Wilkes down the ice. No icing call. McLeod there to retrieve that puck. Kennedy in to help him out in behind the net. They're battling. Can't come out with it yet. Finally, Kennedy does get it up to Hogman. Hogman quickly up to Wilkes or Richter, and he's going to get around the defenseman. Puck just too far ahead of him. And Southside's going to do all they can there, which is ice it. 200 feet down, back in their zones to do the next face-off. To the right-hand side of the south side goaltender. Quick win on the face-off, McNaughton to Alexis, and Alexis in the back of the net, and that's a quick 2-0 lead for the PAC Saints, coming out strong in the first period. Looking at the replay there, it's just a win by McNaughton, pass over to Alexis, and straight in the back of the net. Making that a 2-goal game quick in the first period. A little bit of a jumbled up play there at the start of the next face-off, and Southside's just going to send it all the way down. And icing is the call. We're going to have a face-off to the left-hand side of the Southside goaltender now. See if we can't repeat that magic from last face-off, looking for a 3-0 lead. Nothing doing at this point. Southside is able to break out. They're going to bring it down the speed into PAC zone. Good play by Wilkes to interrupt that. And Cruz is going to put it deep into the corner. McNaughton tries to go after it. He can't get there in time, but Southside's going to bring it through center ice. Great back check by Cruz, keeping that play outside of the Saint zone. Battle on the corner. Comes out to Struick. Struick making a couple moves, but turns it over at the blue line. Southside's going to try and put it in front of the net. Nobody there. Up at the point. Struick wisely tries to go the other way, but two Southside defenders there. Saints trying just to get control of that puck. Kennedy finally does. Puts it up the center ice to Myshak. Myshak brings it inside the Southside zone. He turns up two Southside players on him. They come out with the puck, and it's going to be a quick 3-on-2. Southside forward splitting between Struick and Wilkes, but Shirley stands tall, and Southside's going to turn it all the way down into the Southside zone. A couple of quick shots on net. Goaltender makes both saves off the rush, and they're going to face off again to the left-hand side of the Southside goaltender. Southside making an attempt to break out through the neutral zone. Can't get past Struick. He's going to send it down. Chipped by Kennedy in, but called still on the icing. We're going to have a face-off back in Saints territory, right-hand side of Shirley. 14-13 remaining in the first period. 2-0 already. Your PAC Saints are up. Beaudry taking a look, trips on the puck, but Myshak in there to help out. He puts it up the boards, but doesn't get through, and Southside's going to try and take a hard shot on Shirley. Blocked in front of the net. They're still cycling, however, around the PAC Saint zone, controlling that puck. Everett now gets it, tries to chip it out, doesn't get by the defenseman, and Southside player is going to get pummeled by Beaudry, and Myshak's pass attempt intercepted, and Southside's going to put it right back in. Good play by Beaudry to keep that pass in a 3-on-1 out of danger's way. Now Beaudry's got it, though. He's got pressure, turns around in the zone. He's going to try and get it up the wall, but falls down, can't. Southside's going to put it back in behind the net again, and Kennedy's going to pick it up. Kennedy goes back in behind the net for protection. He's up to Wigglesworth. Wigglesworth can't control that play. Beaudry's now just going to chip it up to center ice, but just over the stick of McNaughton. Alexis is going to send it all the way down in. Did the south side forward and puts it in behind Shirley. To cut the lead in half, 2-1. Both of these teams are not going to miss on those glorious opportunities. They're skilled, high-scoring teams. Those are going to be goals every time. Saints are going to want to clean up that defensive zone here to be successful at the end of the game. Struick pinching in. Keeps that puck on the wall. McLeod in there battling. Hogman in there battling. Richter in there battling. Puck does squeak around behind the net. So side's going to pick it up, though, and reverse back in to slow up that play to, again, big number 12. I think that is the 6'5", 225-pound player. As Southside comes in, Beaudry demolishes the Southside player. He's hurting. He's going to go to the bench, and Richter's going to bring all the way up the wall. He's got speed. He drives wide into the corner, blows a tire. Hogman's in there trying to fight. A little bit of a mismatch there. Hogman against number 12, Benel. Different size category, but Hogman's going to force that icing call by working harder than number 12. And faceoff's now going to be in the offensive zone to the left-hand side of the south side goaltender. 11:52 remaining in the first period. 2-1 currently. Alexis has it on the boards. Battle. Cruz picks it up. He's going to go to the middle. Looking for Skalicki. Skalicki takes a shot wide of the net. Sorry for the hard video angle here. This rink is not the best area for video. Kennedy gets it, puts it in. Cruz now skating around, tries to center it. So side players there instead. He's going to break out along the right wall. Forced to dump it into PAC zone. Skalicki's going to get there first, but he's got pressure. Comes out with the puck, tries to make a couple moves. Can he get by? Yes, he does, but loses it at the blue line, and so side's just going to put it back in behind the net where Kennedy's going to pick it up looking for his options. Long pass to Cruz. Cruz is going to look to try and strip that puck. There is Cruz. He's going to go, takes a shot, rifles it, bar down. 3-1. Saints leading. Great stretch pass by Kennedy on that play. Directly to Cruz. That's going to be a 3-1 lead. So last goal was Alexis from McNaughton. This one's going to be Cruz from Kennedy, and I'm not sure if they'll pick up a second assist on that one. But PAC Saints come storming back to regain that 2-goal lead, and almost halfway through the first period. Definitely showing their offensive firepower. Southside dumps it into the corner. Wilkes tries to put it up the wall. Can't get it there. Myshak in to help out. It's turned over, but Everett's now working hard to get it down to center ice. Kennedy's got it. He's going to get it back to Everett. Everett takes a shot in the net. 3-1. PAC Saints lead. They're on fire in this first period. Every shot going in. And that goal is going to be Everett from Kennedy, and if they pick up a second assist on that one as well. Timeout, Southside. Southside coach not very happy. We can probably pick out his language from the bench here. Certainly not language we use in our house, but maybe that's going to turn around the game at this point for them. I'm not sure that that's a productive coaching strategy, but to each their own. And Here we go, halfway through the first period, 4-1, your PAC Saints lead. Southside wins the draw. They're going to put it down into PAC territory, trying to come out in front. Puck on the back of the net. Beaudry in there in the corner. Battling, wins that battle, puts it over the other side to Skalicki. Skalicki up the middle to Alexis. Alexis chips it. It's going to go all the way down on the goaltender for no icing. Goaltender misplays it. Nobody's there. McNaughton trying to battle. Alexis now can't get that puck, but Skalicki uses a good stick, keeps it in, and McNaughton puts it to Alexis, trying their best to get a shot on net, can't do it. So Side's going to get it down back all the way into Saints territory. Beaudry's going for a skate. He's looking to try and pass that puck up, turns it over at the ringette line. So Side's going to bring it back around, try to put it in front. McNaughton there in a good defensive position at the line, dumping it into Side territory. Side chipping it back up, and Kennedy turns it over, allowing Side to break back into Saint zone. It's like Wilkes. Pass goes awry to the Side player, and they're going to put it back in behind the net where Kennedy. His pass is not hard enough, gets out in front, and glorious save by Shirley, pushing across and being big. Nothing getting by him today. PAC Saints are just going to ice it down on this one to get a change. And stick taps for Shirley on that save. Holy moly. I think it goes, what a goalie. Doing his part to keep it a 3-goal lead for the Saints. Face-off going to be to his left-hand side. Richter and Hogman can't get that puck out. Side's going to try and look for a shooting lane. They just put it back into the corner, trying to cycle. Struick just misses his man. But Hogman able to get it out, and here's Richter. Richter's going to try and go wide. Holds up, looks for Hogman on the pass, but intercepted, and Side's going to come out with speed across the neutral zone. Good stick by Skalicki, stopping that at the blue line. Side's just going to dump it in the corner where Struick's going to battle. Struick looking for some open ice, stops in around behind the net, but he's got pressure on him, turns around out of it, but can't quite get that puck up to the blue line area. Hogman does get it. He gets it up to center ice, takes a hit, makes a play down into Side zone. Richter's going to forecheck on it. PAC Saints are going to get a change. Side again puts it deep into PAC territory. Beaudry's battling in the corner. Side comes out with it. They get it back up to the point. Shot not going to get by Shirley's glove, and it's going to be a stoppage of play face-off in the Saint zone. Last goal was Everett from Owen Kennedy to make it 4-1 now. Great start for your PAC Saints this game so far. In the corner, Wilkes takes his man. Battling back. Puck goes in behind the net. Wilkes turns it over right behind his own net. Side's going to put it out in front. Shirley gives him nothing but post there, and Beaudry's going to chip it up to the wall. It looks like Alexis is going to get it up to McNaughton. McNaughton chips it. He's going to retrieve it down into the corner. Puts it up top to Alexis. Alexis can't get a shot on it. He's just going to get it down into the corner where McNaughton and Cruz are going to forecheck this time. Side able to elude that. They're going to get it back up to center ice, but Skalicki steps up. Alexis gets it to Kennedy. Kennedy gets it up to Cruz again. Icing waved off, tip just at the center ice area. Kennedy seals that wall, gets it to Cruz. Cruz to Alexis, shot on net, saved by the goaltender. Puck back up the wall. Kennedy can't keep this one, and he's going to retreat back into his own zone, make a move, another stretch to Alexis. And there's a whistle, not sure what they're calling on that one. Great scoring opportunity transpiring there. Looks like they're going to say the net was off from a long, long time before. Referee, rather than putting the net on, just decides to blow it down right when Alexis goes on a breakaway, and face-off now going to be on the left-hand side of that so-called net off. Wilkes comes in. He pinches on the play, keeps that puck in temporarily, but Southside's going to get it high off the glass. Struick back in to retrieve it in his own zone. Turns it over at the red line. Southside does the same thing. Myshak to Kennedy. Kennedy takes a shot. Tip almost goes in. Struick can't keep the puck in, however, and Southside's going to drive all the way down into Saints territory looking for an option. Can't find it, and they're going to have to bring it back down to their own blue line where a stray pass is chipped off by Myshak, and Kennedy and Everett are going to forecheck, get that puck to the front of the net, but just can't quite get a shot on that, and Southside's going to bring it all the way back through the neutral zone. Turned over again by Myshak. Everett had it. Kennedy's now got it. He takes a shot on that, blocker sticked away by the goaltender. Saints making changes while they're in the offensive zone. Good forechecking by Skalicki. Wigglesworth is going to beat his man, or almost beat his man to the puck, forcing him to ice it all the way down into Saints zone. And faceoff is going to be back in Southside territory, where a lot of the action has been this period so far. Battle on the wall. Alexis to McNaughton. McNaughton chipped up. No call on the play. Beaudry keeps it in to McNaughton. McNaughton dangling around, looking to come out. He's going to bring it up the wall to the half wall and chip it out into neutral zone. It's going to get by Beaudry's stick, and Southside's going to retrieve that. Good defensive play by Skalicki to stop that scoring opportunity, and they're going to call it icing as it dribbles over the red line. Everybody's standing and watching that happen, and so we're going to have a face-off back in Saints territory. Still 4-1 lead for the PAC Saints. Face-off going to be to the left-hand side of Shirley. Southside moving that puck around, intercepted. Richter gets it to McLeod. McLeod chips it over the blue line, but loses it just after. Second attempt, Richter's now going to chip it by. He's going to try and skate in. Can't quite get it over the offensive blue line, but McLeod there in support. And Richter does take the third opportunity to get that puck down deep, and Hogman's in there forechecking. Southside player evades the play. McLeod, though, able to get in there and help out, and Hogman gets it to McLeod a second time. Can't quite win that battle, however, and here comes Southside. They're going to go in on the Saints defenders. Speed driving wide. Create a 2-on-1 opportunity. Pass backdoor, tap in goal. Nothing Shirley can do about that one. And that brings Southside within 2 goals, making it a 4-2 game with 3:47 remaining in the first period. We're already 6 goals in. Looked like that was Radmanovich that was driving wide, and he's got wheels, that player, for sure. So side trying to build on that momentum, bringing it into PAC territory. Cruz takes a skate, turns it over right at his face-off circle, but looked like it was Beaudry there to help him out on that one. And there's Beaudry breaking up the play as well now, trying to get that puck out. Beaudry now turns it over in his own zone. The Southside still looking for options. Southside taking turns trying to find a scoring lane. Finally, McNaughton gets it. He's going to drive through the neutral zone. Cruz tries to get it back to McNaughton. Pass attempt missed, but McNaughton picks it up, gets it to Cruz, over to Alexis, chip just wide of the net. And Southside's going to try and get it out, but great keep by Struett. And he's going to battle along the boards looking for a scoring opportunity himself. Over to the other side to Beaudry, bouncing. Puck just goes wide of the net, and Southside going to pick it up, put it all the way back to center ice. Beaudry up to Alexis. He's going to chip it down into Southside territory. It's going to go behind the net. Southside can't do anything but ice it all the way down. And we're going to have a stoppage of play. Face-off's going to be back in Southside territory. Southside creates a 2-on-1 opportunity, skating wide. Great back check by Wilkes, but following up the play is the Southside second player. They're gonna wave off the goal, it looks like, on this one. Looks like Shirley's rattled a little. Referee signaled no goal. He had his hands out. I'm not sure what this call is going to be. The Southside player did go hard at the goaltender. So we'll wait the decision. At current time, face-off looks like it's going to be to the left-hand side of Shirley on that one. So Saints get a little bit lucky on that play. Great play, of course, by Shirley to save it. Good back check by, I want to say that was Wilkes on that play. And as it turns out, the 2-goal lead remains, and the Southside coach that had plenty of interesting language looks like he's not super happy about that as well. Everett chips it to Myshak. Myshak looking for Kennedy at center ice. Can't quite chip it by the giant 6'5" defenseman. PAC still working hard. Sklicki now, he's going to come out with speed. He's looking for a scoring chance. Drives wide, takes a shot. Chipped out. Rebound. Kennedy comes in. He takes his man, but breakaway opportunity for the Southside Athletic Club. Shirley makes a fantastic save on that breakaway. Sklicki's going to chip it. Trying to get it out to center ice. He does. Kennedy's going to get it just by big number 12. But the Southside Athletic Club's going to get it right out, back out of their zone. And they're going to try and see what they can do with it. Bouncing puck at center ice in the neutral zone. Nobody wants it. Alexis finally picks it up, and he's going to recover it in his own zone, looking for a passing opportunity. Turns it over right in front of his own goalie. Second effort to keep it on a PAC stick, and McNaughton now is going to get it out front, chip it to Alexis. Couple of great saves by the Southside goaltender, keeping it a 2-goal game, and they're going to just dump it back down to the center ice area where Struick's going to make a couple moves, gets it to McNaughton to Wigglesworth. Wigglesworth takes a shot, rebound picked up by Alexis, and he's going to make no mistake. And that's going to make it a 5-2 game with 56 seconds remaining in the first period. No lack of excitement here this game so far. More excitement, I'm sure, for the Energy Crane Saints fans, of course, with a 5-2 lead. But 7 goals in the first period. Lots for everyone to cheer about. Face-off now going to be at center ice. Southside putting it through into Saints zone, looking for a shot. Stick by Kennedy to keep that shot to the outside. Southside still trying to find it. Sharp angle shot saved by Shirley, and he's going to cover it up for a face-off. .42 seconds remaining. These face-offs become more important when they're at end of period, end of game in the defensive zone for sure. Going to protect that lead, of course. Southside wins it, however. They get a shot on net. Jumping over Shirley, trying to get that rebound, but he has none of that. He's going to cover it up, get a face-off. This time, Saints are going to get it out. They're going to just chip it in on the south side goaltender. Breakout, quick and simple through the neutral zone. South side's going to try and get by. Alexis there on the back check almost puts it in his own net. He turns it over behind. South side, great opportunity right in front of the net. Shirley's there to save it. McNaughton's going to chip it to Cruz, and he turns it over. Actually, it is Cruz. Turns it over in his own end. Beaudry's just going to get it out of the zone. We're going to get out of the period. And after one, PAC Saints 5, so side 2. Welcome back, folks. So the shots are just kept at the end of each period. Shots for PAC Energy Crane Saints 18, Southside Athletic Club 10 in a period that ended with a 5-2 lead for the PAC Saints. Great offensive outbreak. Looking to see what the Saints are able to do in period 2. Southside is going to change their goaltender after that period. We're going to put number 1. Cool Jansen in to start the second. Hoping that can spark some effort in their team. Apparently the poor language didn't do enough, so hopefully the goaltender can. Looks like they've got 5 or 6 players on the other side of the bench. Not sure if that's because of the small bench sizes or if they're choosing to go down to a short bench there. Not happy with their effort, it looked like. So it does look like they've got 5 or 6 guys that may not even be playing period 2. So this could be an interesting period here for the PAC Saints. If it's me, come out hard and keep putting those pucks in the net. Here we go. Period 2 starts now. So side controls that puck. They're going to dump it in on Shirley. Steers it off to the corner. Stolicki puts it up. He's going to almost get it to McNaughton, but bounces off a skate, and it's going to be battle on the board. Southside comes out with it. Turn it over to Stolicki. He gets it to McNaughton. McNaughton, he's just going to try and dump it in. It goes off the shoulder pad of a Southside defender, and they're going to come out with it. Stolicki seals it in. Cruz is skating around, tries to get it to Alexis. It just bounces off his skate as well. McNaughton in there forechecking. He comes out with it. Tries to backhand it over to Alexis. Goes high in the air, and Alexis is going to have to try and skate it around for an opening. Alexis has a man all over him. Beaudry now gets it over to Stolicki. Stolicki shot wide and rebound off the backboards just over top of Cruz's stick, but Beaudry keeps it in. McNaughton turns it over, gets it to Cruz. Cruz takes a shot. That's also just wide of the net. Good pressure to start the period by the Saints. Stolicki takes another shot, bounces off the defenseman, rebound, covered up by the Southside goaltender. We're going to have a stoppage of play. Shot by Kennan out, can't get by Wilt. Shot on net by Everett, just stopped by the Southside goaltender. We're going to have another face-off in the Southside zone. Southside tries to bring it up around, almost held in by Kennedy, can't quite do it. Puts it deep into Southside territory, and they're going to tag up on the offside, and Everett's going to go hard on the forecheck. They're putting all sorts of pressure on this Southside team today. Finally, that puck is put out. They're going to dump it into PAC territory. Kennedy's going to have to hurry. He gets there first, takes a hit, but makes the play. Everett's got it. Looking for options here. He's just going to skate it. Gets it up finally to Richter. Richter makes a good play to get it down the wall. Takes a shot, saved by the goaltender. Still battling in behind the net. He comes out with it. Takes a big hit as well himself by Sedano Char 2.0. Puck kept in by Struick at the point. His shot blocked away to the corner. Still massive pressure in the Southside zone here by the Energy Crane Saints. They came to play today. Battle in the corner. Hogman trying to pull it out. Fisher wants it moved. Richter in there. Southside just pushing it out. Richter comes out. He takes a shot on net, saved by the goaltender. And net is knocked off. We're going to have a whistle. Face-off going to be inside the zone. Saints still putting pressure in on the goaltender. who's had to come in relief and stand tall here, playing behind the net to Wigglesworth. Just over his stick, Skalicki dumps it right back in. Saints tag up, and they're going to try and go at it again. But south side's going to end up putting it into PAC territory, so Skalicki's going to have to come out. Gets it to Kennedy. Kennedy can't chip it out. Skalicki's going to help him. Now we're with numbers. Skalicki up to Wigglesworth. Wigglesworth looking for option. Gets it to Skalicki. Good shot on that by Skalicki. Great save also by the south side goaltender. And a trip up, dirty play. Skalicki's in trouble there. He went hard into the boards. And south side's going to try and take a shot on net. Blocked up into, it looked like the netting. No call on that. Still in the zone. Kennedy makes a hard block. He's hurting. South side's going to put it back into Saints territory. They're going to try and push back here. Puck bouncing around. Nets off on the Saints net. No whistle on our end there. And Wilkes has now got it. He's going to take a look. Almost turned over, but does get that puck to Wigglesworth. Can't quite get it to Alexis, and Southside is going to try and bring it back in again to Saints territory. Southside looking for an option. Up to the point. Shot tipped by a stick up into the netting, and that's going to be a face-off this time in Saints territory to the right-hand side of Shirley, who's being really strong in his net as needed, of course. Good to see Skalicki back out on the ice. After that trip, took his feet out straight into the boards. He's could have been a dangerous play. So we're all happy to see no more injuries so far for our Saints. Skalicki does bring it out to Alexis, moving that puck around in his own zone. Tries to get it up to Cruz, can't quite find his stick, and that's going to go all the way down for icing. It's going to be back in PAC territory for the faceoff. Skalicki to Beaudry, just over his stick. South side keeps it in. They're going to take a shot from the point, but fan on it. Everett can't quite get it, but Myshak does. They're going to go up 3-on-2. Everett's got it, looking for options, shoots it right into the pads of the goaltender, and no opportunity for a rebound on that one. Face-off going to be to the right-hand side of the new goaltender here for the second period. Skalicki puts it in behind the net. Kennedy's got it. He puts it out front. Just missed some opportunity there for them. South side turns it over at center ice. Beaudry tries to stick handle through. Almost lost it. Battle on the wall. South side does get it. They're going to put it down in behind the net. Skalicki. Long pass looking for Kennedy. Myshak works with it too. Puck inside the south side zone. Myshak back to Richter. Almost a breakaway for south side. Good play by Beaudry. This time they get it out and they get it deep, and that's not going to be icing. So south side's going to forecheck here in PAC zone, looking to try and cut into that 5-2 lead. That scoring has definitely slowed down in this period. Wilkes up to Richter. Richter battling. Wilkes gets up to Hogman. Hogman can't quite control it, ends up getting it deep into south side zone. McLeod on net steered to the corner. Hogman tries to separate that man, can't do it. South side's going to bring it through the neutral zone into PAC territory. Can't get the shot through. Good stick by Wilkes, but south side on the second attempt shoots high and wide of the net. Wilkes to Richter. South side using this shift as an opportunity to try and cause some offense. But here's Richter now. Richter takes a hard shot, gloved down by the south side goaltender. He's just going to cover up. And with 12:59 remaining in the second period, score is still 5-2. South side looking for a lane. Can't find it. Kennedy stops that. Wigglesworth now going to try and forecheck. South side desperately wants to get it out of their zone, but Myshak, big battle in there. Beaudry tries to pinch, but just outside of his stick. And Wigglesworth, good job on the back check. South side so far just can't get a lot going. He's going to dump it in behind the net. Struick to Kennedy. Kennedy up to Wigglesworth. Wigglesworth through the neutral zone. Can't control that puck. The south side's going to try again. Beaudry to Struick. Struick up to Kennedy. Kennedy is going to put it towards the net, just into the corner where Wigglesworth is going to forecheck. South side, long pass. Beaudry takes his man out. Good back check by Struick. Looked like it was going to be a penalty. Looks like it is going to be a penalty. Good back check by Struick, but it is going to end up being a hooking penalty. And we are going to have a competition shed penalty kill coming up for 2 minutes or less. With 11:57 remaining in the second period. We'll see if our PAC Saints can get in those shooting lanes, stop this opportunity. Shirley's being strung so far, and Eddie will have to do his job here to stop pucks. South side moving that puck around. They are a high-scoring team. They do have a good power play, so PAC Saints are going to have to do their best to keep that puck outside. So far, so good. South side just moving that puck around the outside. Can't find a shooting lane yet. Can't get by Skalicki. Still maintain control of that puck. Trying to get out front. Can't do it. Backdoor try. Collected by Kennedy. He's going to dump it all the way down the ice, and South side's going to have to regroup here. Good forecheck there by McLeod, keeping them deep. South side behind the net. Coming with speed through the neutral zone. Oh, and that was a big headshot by number 15 on Kennedy, it looks like. He's up, though. South side just moving the puck around the outside. Not a shot on net yet for this power play. Saints doing a good job keeping the play in non-shooting areas. Wilkes battling in the corner. He's going to win that battle. He's pinning it on the boards, battling two south side defenders. He's keeping control. Official wants the puck moved. Wilkes does not want that puck moved. He still comes out with it. Big check, takes his man into the boards, and McNaughton's in. He's going to get it outside of the PAC zone. And south side's just going to dump it in with 19 seconds left in the penalty. Beaudry's going to get it to McNaughton on a breakaway. He gets it to Kennedy. Kennedy back to McNaughton. I can't believe they didn't score on that. Both of them had an open net, and it still remains 5-2, but the penalty is over. 5-on-5 hockey now resumes. What a glorious opportunity. Those two are going to be shaking their heads, staring at the hockey gods in the sky, how neither of them could score. Both of them had wide open, glaring nets, and just wasn't in the cards for that play. But as Beaudry ices it down, we're going to have a face-off back in PAC's zone with 9:34 remaining in the second period. Still 5-2 for the Saints. South side keeps it in. Skalicki throws a big hit. Separates that puck, and Richter's going to bring it out. He's giving it to Skalicki. Skalicki's got speed. He's trying to drive wide. Good defensive play by the south side defender. It's going to be a regroup there in their own zone. PAC Saints on the forecheck. Hogman trying to slow things down. Skalicki now over to Kennedy. Kennedy bounces it up the wall. Just over McLeod's stick, but he's going to get some speed going. He wins that battle. Good forecheck by McLeod there. Comes up with the puck. He's taken into the wall, but Hogman's helping out. He's battling in behind the net. Looking out front for Richter. Richter's stick gets tied up, and south side's going to try and bring it out, but can't get by. Beaudry's going to put it back into south side zone. Richter with the great forecheck. He's putting pressure on the south side defenseman. They've got no answer for the Saints forecheck today. They're just going to put it down deep. Skalicki's going to turn around with it. He cuts to the middle, looking for a long stretch pass to Kennedy. Kennedy sees the Andre the Giant and wants to have his head remain on his shoulders, so leaves that puck, and south side's going to bring it down into PAC territory. Cycling around the outside. Pass attempt fanned on. Kennedy and Myshak watching their player. Struick now up to Everett. He didn't see it, but it's going to go all the way down the ice to the south side goaltender. Everett tries to get there first. Goaltender just puts it over to the other side. Myshak is helping out. Myshak and Kennedy putting pressure. They're going to come up with the puck. Myshak just can't quite get it. Everett was open in front of the net, and south side's going to bring it out. Struick just dumps it back in. There's Everett again. He's got speed. He looks out front to Myshak just off his stick. Still battling in the corner. Alexis now out there helping out. McNaughton as well. South side gets it through center ice. They're going to break into PAC territory. Take a shot on Shirley. He covers it up. And he's going to have a face-off in Saints zone to the left-hand side of Shirley with 7:04 remaining in the second period. The scoring fast and furious in the first period has seen some missed attempts in the second, but nowhere near the opportunities that did happen in the first period. So kind of two separate games here today. One high potent scoring offensively. The other game's been a good defensive play, especially on the Saints side. Saints come out with numbers. Cruz tries to hit McNaughton, but just behind him, and 3-on-2 now. Side brings it out. They're just going to dump it in. Wilkes takes his man. Kennedy skates out with it. Gets it to McNaughton. McNaughton through the neutral zone. He's got room. Kenny Wynn gets it over to Cruz. Cruz into the chest of the goaltender, and he's going to cover it up. Good play. Tic-tac-toe passing all the way down the ice. Saints are sharp tonight. But the new goaltender has not wanted to let any of those black pucks by him. So the score still remains 5-2 with 6:32 remaining in the period. Saints are going to put it in and go in on the forecheck. Kennedy takes his man. Kennedy, he just is going to dump it back into south side zone, tag up on the offside. South side brings it through the neutral zone. They're going to go deep around. Can't quite connect with the shooter, and Wilkes is going to put it up to Kennedy at center ice. Kennedy's just going to try and put it deep, but doesn't do it, and his brother is going to shoot a bouncing puck in on the goaltender. South side's going to try and break out under pressure. Moving in, skating around their own zone, and end up turning it over to Beaudry. But Beaudry mishandles it, and that's going to cost the Saints and result in a goal off a funny bounce. And it's going to be a 5-3 game with 5 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the second period. Chances have come much more frequently for the PAC Saints this period, but only goal scored off a funny bouncing puck brings Southside within 2 goals of the PAC Energy Crane Saints. And with that momentum, they're going to try and bring it into the PAC Saints zone. Cycling around, trying to get it to the front. They do. Saints can't quite get it out, but Southside does bring it out of the zone. They just dump it in, tag up, and that gives the Saints an opportunity to try and make a play. Richter chips it high, kept in though by the Southside defenseman. Popped in on net, and Struick's going to have to battle in the corner. Hogman in there helping out against 2 Southside defenders. Struick comes out with it. He's got it. Going to skate through some of the neutral ice and get it to Richter on the boards. Struick again tries to center for Hogman, just tipped away by the Southside defenseman, and they're coming back now into PAC territory. In the slot, great save by Shirley. Rebound. Struick there to get that puck out of dangerous area. Southside now using that goal as fuel to the fire, trying to come within 1 before the period end. Bouncing around, Shirley's seen enough. He's going to cover it up. Late hit by the Southside player on Shirley's glove. There are going to be penalties. I suspect it's going to be offsetting though. No, they're just going to pick 1 player out of that. I actually can't believe that that's the decision. So we are going to have a competition shove penalty coming. Southside player did come in, took a good whack late after the whistle on Shirley's glove. Beaudry came in to stick up for his goaltender. Took a big headshot from the Southside player after. 1 player gets a penalty. Sometimes that's the calls that happen, and so competition shove penalty kill. Saints are going to look to keep this a 2-goal game here, and an important part of the period. Southside shot high and wide, does get out, and Myshak's going to press the cause, putting that play back into Southside area. Coming into Saint zone. Pass intercepted by Myshak. They're going to try again, looking for an open man. Can't find one. Go behind the net. Southside moving that puck around the outside. Finally take a shot on net. Hit the post. Looking for that backdoor play. Not quite in time, and surely able to get their puck shot wide of the net. Southside gets it up to the slot. Shirley saves it. Kennedy battling with Andre the Giant in the corner. His brother, Kennedy, comes in to try and help him out as well. They're pinning that puck on the side. Good stick by Kennedy. His brother gets it up to Myshak now, and Myshak's got some room. Myshak's got it. He's got Skulicki with him. Skulicki back to Myshak, just can't quite tip it in the net. And Southside's going to get it down into PAC territory where Wilkes is going to have to retrieve it. Wilkes, hard pass down the ice, intercepted by Southside. They're going to bring it down into PAC territory again, where they're going to try and set up for a shot on net with 30 seconds left in the power play. Southside making some moves at the point. Take a shot. Shirley saw it all the way. He's going to cover it up. And with 19 seconds left, Saints are going to look for an important face-off win here. A win and an ice and get out of this penalty kill and bring it back to 5-on-5 for the end of the second period. Southside moving the puck around, looking for the player sneaking in. Decides against it, goes back door, hard shot. Shirley kicks out. Puck net is off. Face off with 7 seconds left. Is going to come to the right-hand side of Shirley. Official talking to Shirley. Not sure what he could tell him there. Just a heavy push off. That happens with the surface pegs of these nets. We don't have drilled in pegs in this league, so those nets are going to come off in those situations. 5 seconds left. Stewart's going to battle in behind the net. Penalty is over. 5-on-5 hockey. Wilkes gets it. He puts it out into center ice. And so Sides is going to dump it back down into Saints territory where Wilkes, he's going to dump it all the way down just wide of the net, and that's going to be icing. Not sure if he knew that the penalty was over or if he was just tired and needed a change here, but with 2 minutes left, we're going to take that face-off back in Saints zone. And with 5-on-5 hockey, either keeping the score at a 2-goal margin or extending that lead would be the Saints goal for the remainder of the period. Wilkes now got it in the corner, puts it back in behind the net to Struett. Struett chips it to Alexis. Puck bouncing around at center ice. South side's going to get it and dump it into PAC territory. Struett looking again. Goes behind his own net for... And it's going to be another... Or are they going to bring both of them this time, maybe? Yes, they are. So this is going to be coincidental penalties in the battle in behind the net. And it's going to still remain 5-on-5 with 1:25 remaining in the second period. Face-off going to be to the right-hand side of Shirley. Well, they are going to call it I guess they must have given Struett 4 minutes on that, so it is going to be a competition shed penalty kill. This one. Saints win that draw. Can't get it out, however. It's going to be kept in at the blue line. Coming in from the wall is the south side player. Takes a shot high over the net. South side moving that puck around, looking for their backdoor pass that they have not been successful with yet. Easy save for Shirley. Gloves it down. 1:37 remaining in the penalty kill. 1:02 remaining in the second period. Saints are just going to look to keep the score as it is, I suspect. Getting in shooting lanes, blocking shots, and getting that puck down as they can. Skalicki does just that. He's going to put it down. Kennedy's hustling to try and get there. Goaltender takes that play. So side's going to regroup in their own zone. Coming out with speed is number 9. He's going through the center ice area, trying to get wide. Can't get by Kennedy and Skalicki, though, and Richter is going to get it outside of the blue line now. 37 seconds remaining in the period. So side's going to have to hurry to try and make something happen here. Saints don't want him to do that. Good push up by Skalicki. He's going to battle along the wall at center ice against 3 south side defenders. Puck comes out to McLeod. He's going to get it. Can't ice it, though. He turns it over at the blue line. 15 seconds left. South side looking for options. Shot on net just tipped wide. And this time, Kennedy's stick tips it out into the center ice area. And that's going to do it for the second period. Saints will start out the third with 34 seconds remaining on the competition shed penalty kill. And we will be back after an ice flood and 15-minute intermission. All right, folks, welcome back to period 3 of the Southside Athletic Club and PAC Energy Saints. Third period. Saints will be starting with the period with 34 seconds remaining on the competition Chev penalty kill. Looking to finish off that penalty and get back to 5-on-5 hockey shots in the second period. We're 11 for Southside, 10 for the PAC Energy Crane Saints. So definitely a period that Southside wanted after the flurry of activity from your PAC Saints in period 1. Saints are going to look to come out stronger at the start of this period, kill off 34 seconds, and then hopefully we'll see that PAC Saints forecheck and pushback that we all know well for the remainder of the game, and definitely a nice to win for both teams, but we're cheering for the PAC Saints to come out with the on the good side of that. That would vault the Saints back into third place in the Metro Division. It's going to be, I think, a battle all year. On the out-of-town scoreboard, I am noticing that CAC is handily ahead of MLAC, I think 6-1 in the third period over on the other rank here. So I think it's going to be really tough for the Saints to catch the CAC club in a regular season, but I want to put ourselves here. Big number 12 takes Wilkes into the board. Southside's going to move that puck around the outside right now, looking for a shooting lane. Can't find one. Still moving around the outside. Try and hit the player on the back end, but miss it. And here comes Myshak down the ice. He can't get by the defenseman, but good kill for the remaining of that penalty kill. And that's going to be it for the start of that penalty. And we're back 5-on-5. Saints are now just going to look to take care of business the remainder of the game, not give Southside any life, and hopefully extend this lead at first opportunity. Southside still keeping that puck in, though. Pressure's still there after that short power play at the start of the period. They're going to put it out front. Shirley's there. He doesn't want any more dangerous activity in his own zone. He's going to cover it up, and we're going to have a face-off in the Saints' end of play to the left of Shirley with 18:59 remaining. It's a 5-3 game. Richter has that puck. He's going to lug it through the neutral zone and chip it in. He's going to get it himself. He's looking for options there. Bringing it up to the top of the circle and back down in behind the net to McLeod. McLeod tries to chip it to Hogman. Hogman looking for Richter, but loses that puck in behind the net. Southside's going to chip it up, and Skolicki stops it. He's over to Kennedy. Back up to McLeod. McLeod chips it in, and it's right back on the forecheck for the PAC Saints. That's quick regroup turnaround there for those Saints. Richter, big body in there, gets that puck out of the reach and gets it to Hogman. Hogman tries to center it to McLeod, can't do it, and Southside's going to come through the center ice area. They're going to try and take a shot on Shirley, blocked by Kennedy. It's in behind the net. Kennedy taking on two players, knocks one down, takes a slew foot. Dirty play for sure on that one, and Saints bring the puck down, and that's a 4-minute penalty auto for Slewfoot. I don't know if both referees missed that one, but I'm not on the ice, so guess we'll never know. Cruz has got it now. He takes a shot, blocked by the Southside player. And whistle blows on a little bit of a play that looks like they're going to call offside. Southside punching Baudry from behind. I've almost had enough of this team, to be honest. They can go home with 17 minutes left and take their loss. But face-off going to be in the Southside zone to the right-hand side of the goalkeeper. Main goal, keep healthy throughout this game for the remainder of the period. Keep a hold of that win, move up the standings, and then 2 more games this weekend for the PAC Saints. Beaudry behind the net, looking for a pass out, gets it to Cruz. Cruz makes a move, gets it up to McNaughton. 2-on-1 now. McNaughton and Alexis. McNaughton to Alexis. Alexis dekes out the goalie, make no mistake. 6-3, your PAC Saints looking to close out this game, make it out of reach. 2 or 3 more goals would make me feel better. Against this high-flying South Side offense. 6-3 is a nice lead. Expanding on that lead would be fantastic. Wilkes trying to chip it by with Kennedy. Myshak in there helping out as well. Southside's going to put it down onto the other side. Skolicki's going to have to retrieve it in his own zone. Southside keeps it in. They're going to put it back in behind the net where Skolicki's going to have to try at it again. Leaves it there for Wilkes. Wilkes up to Everett, but Everett turns it over at the blue line. Southside's going to go at it again in the other corner. Skolicki, he's going to skate it this time, but can't get by the Southside defenders. Kennedy buries his man into the ice. They're going to call a late penalty on that. After missing several plays on the south side, they're going to choose that as their penalty. Interference is going to be the call, and we're going to be on the competition chef penalty kill. Funny, that was definitely a borderline interference penalty. But given the missed calls so far in the period, I didn't think they were going to have a whistle out to blow any calls down for the rest of the game. So interesting one to choose. Face-off going to be to the right-hand side of Shirley now. 16:23 remaining in the third. Southside coming out with speed, almost intercepted by McNaughton. They're just going to dump it in behind Shirley, and Skolicki's going to try and get it out. Gets it just up to the point, but on his second attempt, he chips it over the blue line. And Southside's going to have to try at it again. Southside trying to set up on the left side, moving it up and down the wall, back up to the point, looking for a shooting lane. Found one, good save off the pad of Shirley. Southside take a shot, but off the skate of Struick and out of play. Funny, my Wi-Fi feed's actually the best it's been all night, and it looks like we're getting a little bit of choppy video, so apologies on that. Face off to the left-hand side of Shirley right now. Southside controls that. They're just going to move it around. They are able to get to the middle, but blocked in front of the net. McLeod tries to get it, or not McLeod, sorry. Struick tries to get it out. Can't quite. Puck in front. One-timer saved by Shirley, and here comes Everett. Sorry, down the wall. McLeod putting pressure on that south side defense, and he turns around, tries to make that pass, and they're going to regroup now, just breaking through the Saint zone, but it's going to be called on an offside with 34 seconds remaining in the penalty. Face-off going to be outside of the PAC blue line. Goal was Alexis for McNaughton and Cruz. Pretty play to make it 6-3. Saints get that puck out to the south side blue line. 26 seconds left. They're going to have to hurry to get it down there and try and set something up at the end of this penalty. Beaudry turns it over. South side trying to get through. Can't get it by Shirley. Moving that puck around the outside. They're going to try on the other side of the ice. They're going to get by Hogman. Try and put it out front. Can't make anything happen. Penalties over. 5-on-5 now. Kennedy's out of the box. He goes right to his man. Beaudry now is going to put it behind the net to Skalicki. Skalicki trying to look for something. Shirley wisely covers up, and we're going to get a change of lines. South side, again, doesn't want to stop the play after the whistle. So they're going to be told to have cooler heads prevail and just keep our play within the whistles. Saints are going to be allowed a change. I think it might have been a little bit late, but they get away with one there. And Wilkes has got it in behind the net. Wilkes is knocked down, but Struick gets it to Alexis. And south side, good forecheck to keep it in. In behind the net to Struick. Struick under pressure by the south side forecheck. Alexis now, he's going to bring it in behind the net. He's under pressure as well. Looking for a chip pass out to McNaughton, intercepted. South side really pressing right now. McNaughton gets it over to the other side. Wigglesworth can't chip it out. Wilkes is going to try again, and he turns it over. This time Struick is going to get up to Wigglesworth, and he turns it over as well. Finally, the puck gets past the blue line, and here's McNaughton and Alexis again. This time McNaughton shoots and puts it above the shoulder of the goaltender to extend the lead 7-3. So broken play, lots of pressure. Good forecheck by Southside results in a rush, odd man rush by the Saints, and this time McNaughton fakes the pass and just puts it in the back of the net above the goalie's shoulder, and 4-3 now. The Saints lead with 13:22 remaining in the third period. Definitely positive position to be in, but can't stop at this point. Kennedy gets it to Myshak, but Southside's going to put it back up to center ice. Wilkes is going to dump it in deep. Kennedy to Myshak. The pass doesn't make it through. Southside is going to pass it out in front, turn it over to Everett. Everett looking, bouncing puck in front of the net. Southside's able to control that, and they're going to bring it out into the neutral zone. Going down the wall in PAC territory. Long shot from the point on net. Shirley smartly covers that up, and we're going to have a face-off of 12:40 remaining in the third period. They're going to give that play McNaughton unassisted for goal 7. I suspect a few of these are going to be changed or added to. The Saints do monitor that, and I'm not sure that was an unassisted goal, but either way, 7-3 for the Saints. Will take it. McNaughton not on his horse again. He's breaking down the side, tries to hit Alexis, just can't chip it in. Good stick coverage by the Kennedy. Is going to get it back to him, and Alexis is looking for the long pass. McNaughton picks it up. He's battling. Alexis is battling. Southside able to keep it in, though. Shot. Gobbled up by the glove of Shirley. And that's going to be up for the play. 11:51 remaining. And it is still a 7-3 lead now. With a couple of quick goals by the PAC Saints. 4-goal lead in the third period. Definitely a better start than period 2. Battle in the corner. Looked like that was McLeod in there. Puck gets out to the south side blue line. They're going to try and move it back up into center ice. Tap pass into the Saints zone. Good save off the blocker of Shirley. Hogman tries to chip it out. Southside really forechecking in this third period. Haven't had any reward for that, but they're definitely making it difficult for the PAC Saints in their own zone. Finally, Richter gets out. He's wheeling down the boards. Takes a big hit by the south side player. McLeod trying to back check, can't quite get there, and south side's going to put it deep into PAC territory. Beaudry's going to have to hurry. He's got it. He's going to skate now. Beaudry looking for options. Beaudry gets it to center ice. He's actually going to be able to get all the way down the wall. Tries a shot on net. It's just wide. And south side's going to bring it up to center ice. Foiled by Richter. Richter's shot off the shin pad. Wigglesworth now, he's got it. Wigglesworth, only man left, puts it up to the point to Kennedy. Kennedy takes a shot on net. No one there. Goalie's just going to cover that up. And we're going to have a face-off in the south side zone with 10:28 remaining in the third period of a 7-3 lead for the Saints. Southside right off the draw, putting pressure on the PAC Saints. Kennedy stands his man up at the blue line. Wilkes retrieves that puck in the corner. And here comes McNaughton. McNaughton's got speed. He's putting pressure on the defenseman. He splits through everyone. Still has it. Gets a shot on net after having two men ride his back from about the ringette line. And Southside's now going to bring it down offside into PAC zone. We're going to have a face-off just outside the blue line. Great individual effort by McNaughton. Just can't quite finish it off. Kennedy leaves it for Wilkes. Wilkes up to Everett. Everett's got speed on the side. Everett turns up looking for a friend. Finds Wilkes. Wilkes puts it down in the corner. Pass my shot. Kennedy gets it right out front to Everett. Can't quite get the pass, and then rebound. Kennedy tries to put it in and takes a couple of punches and some rough stuff in front of the net. Cooler heads prevail, and there's going to be a face-off to the left-hand side of the south side goaltender. A little bit of a scrappy game today by both teams. Everett behind the net, looks out front, gets it to Kennedy. Kennedy just can't get a stick on it. And Southside's going to bring it up through the neutral zone. Stewart stops it. Myshak gets it to Kennedy. Kennedy can't get by his defenseman. He's still pro-checking though. Southside trying to put it up the wall. Looking for a place that gets out the blue line, but Struick's going to get it and put it right back into Southside zone. They're going to have to retrieve it deep behind their own net. Pass up the wall. Skolicki takes his man. Kennedy gets the puck. He puts it back over to Everett. Everett tap pass to Myshak. Myshak can't get by his man. But PAC still pressuring in the offensive zone. Southside finally does get it up to center ice, and they're going to look at bringing it into PAC territory. But player goes in before the puck does, and that's an offside every time. And we're going to have a face-off just outside the blue line. Now, looking at 8:41 remaining in the third period, 4-goal lead stands currently for the PAC Saints with McNaughton's goal. And McNaughton's out there again right now at center. You got to think he's looking to extend this lead and add to his point total. He's definitely got 3 or 4 tonight. Points, that is. Cruz almost gives it to the other team right in front of his own net, but McNaughton and Alexis are able to get that puck deep into PAC territory. McNaughton now looking for options, almost gets his head taken off, notices it's happening, and gets out of the way. And Southside's going to bring that puck all the way down into PAC territory where Wilkes has got to hurry to get it. Wilkes makes a good move, but then puts it right in front of his own net. McNaughton there and another player couldn't see the number to stop that. And Southside's going to make a play at the blue line that results in in the puck going outside. And now they're going to dump it right back in on Shirley, where Beaudry is going to take his time, get that puck intended for Cruz. Good effort by Cruz to make sure that puck gets out, and Southside's just going to dump it right back into PAC territory. 7:36, they're going to have a better option than that if they want to try and cut into this PAC lead. Beaudry up to Hogman. Beaudry picks it up again, tries to take a shot on that. High bouncing puck. Hogman's got it now. He puts it back up to Beaudry again. Beaudry's shot blocked in behind the net. Richter makes a couple moves, takes a hit. McLeod in there trying to help him out. Southside does come out with the puck, and they're going to bring it down through center ice. Can't get by Kennedy. Kennedy quickly over to Beaudry, and Beaudry's going to skate it into Southside zone. Has his pocket picked, but PAC is still able to get that puck in deep, and Southside's forced to try and put it up the other side of the ice. But turn it over to Richter, and Richter just makes a smart play. Saints are doing everything they can to keep that puck deep, but long leave pass results in a 2-on-1. Great breakup by Kennedy to stop that. And McLeod now has got it, makes a good move at center ice, and he's going to get to the red line, try and dump it in, does get down to the circles, and Southside's going to try and quickly move that puck up the ice. Good back check by Wigglesworth to stop that play. Looks like that's Richter trying to push that puck up back over the blue line, and Kennedy now is just going to dump it, ice it. It looks like it's going to go right on net, so that's not going to be an icing. And in fact, goaltender is going to cover it up, and we're going to have a face-off all the way down in the Southside zone. With 6:09 remaining in the game, 4-goal lead for the Saints. Not going to count our chickens, of course, but it would take a gargantuous effort for the Southside club to score 4 goals, but we'll never assume that isn't going to happen. And with that, Saints are going to have to ensure they continue to play that smart game they have in the third period, getting it deep and keeping it there on the forecheck. Wigglesworth battling hard. Alexis and McNaughton helping him out. Alexis has got it now, puts it down deep to McNaughton. McNaughton making a couple moves, brings it out front, taking a look at options. He's just going to bring it back down behind the net. Tries to get it to Wigglesworth. Funny bounce right in front of the net, and Southside's going to take it, and they're going to bring it down the ice with speed. Good play by Beaudry, and Skalicki in there to help him out. Turns it over just off a skate, and Beaudry's pass just ahead of Alexis is going to result in an icing. Face-off now, this time all the way down in PAC territory. In this league, changes are allowed on an icing. I think that doesn't start to be one of the rules until 17 AAA, which for most of these kids will be next year. So icing still is an opportunity to get a line change when you're hemmed in your own zone for an extended period of time. Southside trying to take a shot, blocked, and good chip by Everett. He's got it, gives it up to Struick. Struick bringing it down, takes a shot, blocker saved by the Southside goaltender. Now Southside's going to try and make a long pass, can't get it. It's going to be icing, and face-off's going to be all the way down in Southside territory with 5:06 remaining in the game. There is also no overtime in this league, so no matter what does happen, 5:06 left in the game. Face-off to the right-hand side of the Southside goaltender. PAC Saints controlling that. Myshak battling. He's going to get it in the corner. Everett takes a sharp angle, hard shot on that Southside goaltender there to stop it, and they're going to bring it down through the neutral zone into Saints territory. Good play by Wilkes to foil that, and now Everett's going to bring it down the wall. He gets hit, keeps going. Kennedy in there forechecking. Wilkes now keeps it in behind the net to Everett. Everett looking for help, brings it out in front, tries to get it to the net, intercepted, still battling though. Kennedy in there to help out. Kennedy looking for options. He tries to throw it at the net, and it goes off the stick, and Southside's going to try and bring it through the neutral zone. Skalicki to Kennedy. Kennedy's going to start skating. He's got some speed going. He breaks down the wall. He gets through to the corner. Going to give it to Richter out front. Richter takes a good shot on net. Can't quite put it through the wickets, and Southside's going to try and bring it out now, but can't get by Skalicki again. And Southside now is going to try a second time. This time he's going to skate it, put it deep into PAC territory, taken out by Kennedy on that play. Richter behind the net with Kennedy. Kennedy wins that battle with Richter. Some bodies there. Skalicki now has got it. Skalicki's going to put it high, chip it high at center ice. Southside is going to retrieve that puck back in Saints zone, looking to get past Kennedy. It's in the corner. Now there's a battle. McLeod in there helping out. Skalicki retrieves that puck. Skalicki's got speed now. He's through the neutral zone. This could be a 3-on-2. Skalicki's going to go at it on his own. He gets by. Good effort individually by Skalicki there. Looking for Hogman. Just can't get a handle on that puck. And Southsides can do nothing but just get it out to center ice where Beaudry puts it right back in behind the net. 2 minutes and 48 seconds remaining. Saints just looking to keep it deep. They don't need any more goals. Lead currently is being stretched in the third period to 7-4. Southside player tries to deke out Shirley. Shirley said nothing happening there. Beaudry has his stick being held way behind the play. And now once he's free, he's going to come join up in the play. Southside does retrieve that. They're going to come in almost on a 2-on-1 right in front of the net. And make no mistake, it's 7-4. But with 2:09, 7-4. Saints got to be playing smart hockey. Three-goal lead with 2 minutes left. At all levels of hockey, we've seen that comeback happen. But the confidence I've got in this group of young men here is that they're going to do all the right things that need to happen here in this third period to come out of the game successfully. McNaughton's going to do just that. He's going to get it deep, go to the front of the net. Defenseman tries to take him out. He falls. Wilkes pinches in. He hits his man. This is the shift we want on a pushback after a goal. Wilkes now in the corner, pestering the Southside defenseman. Finally, Southside's going to do a long leaf pass into the PAC zone, but McNaughton makes a great defensive play to hold that puck away from a scoring chance. But now Southside's making a couple moves to the front of the net, can't get a shot, and Cruz is going to give it to Alexis at center ice. Alexis is in a one-on-one. He gets that puck deep into the corner. Cruz is going to make a move, chips it by his man. Skalicki's in deep. Alexis brings it out front, and off a funny bounce, it goes in the net. And with 1:06, that's going to make it 8-4. And there's no singing here, but if there was, I think they'd be singing that the game is in hand for the PAC Saints. Saints get it deep, Southside retrieving. Clearing attempt up into the netting. There's going to be a face-off now in the Southside zone. 57 seconds remaining. 8-4. PAC Saints leading. Battle in the circle. Saints end up coming up with the puck turned over to the Southside player. Southside's now going to go on a breakaway. They're going to look to score, but Shirley makes a great save. Shirley, one of the top goaltenders in the league for save percentage and goals against, wants to keep his stats there, of course, as well. Skalicki forechecking heavily in the Southside zone. Southside now going to try a long leaf pass. Can't get it by Beaudry. 17 seconds left. South side's just going to bring it up to center ice. Hogman can't get a hold of that, and South side's now going to get through. Good back check by McLeod, it looked like, to get that puck out of scoring chance. And with 2 seconds left, that's going to be the game. PAC Saints take this one 8-4, move back up to third in the league, and we're going to have games for them on Sunday and Monday. And goal would be 2 more wins, move up securely in the standings, and put themselves in a good spot for playoffs. So we'll see you guys at next game.